Hi guys, welcome to Selection Sunday. Hope you guys have a great day. It's very exciting. It's the last day of the season as such before we get into March Madness, and tonight we're all going to be working over our brackets, and it's going to be very exciting. And so since it's the last day, I'm going to give it to you guys for free. And that's the least I can do. I've enjoyed so much this back and forth with a lot of you. I love that. I love that. Some of you have written to me and say, "Well, sorry, excuse me for writing." No. Don't say sorry. I love it. And especially there are some of you who are very good, very, very spot on your predictions and what you talk about the team. So I enjoy that a lot. So so before we get to those 5 games, a word of caution on a day like today. Many handicappers are not going to tell you this. Conventional handicapping on days like today usually don't work. And I'm going to tell you why. And you might be shocked. Why is this guy telling me, a handicapper telling me a conventional handicapping is not going to work? Well, today is probably the biggest betting day in college basketball since the beginning of the season. Of course, when we get to March Madness, it'll be bigger then. But today is a big day in Vegas. Very big day in Vegas, betting-wise. So what happens? Conventional handicapping doesn't work for many reasons. First of all, these are all finals, a lot going on the side, and Vegas does not lose on days like today. You have to put that in your head. Vegas does not lose on days like today. In days like today, 2 plus 2 is not 4 in Vegas. 2 plus 2 might be 1, And if you know that, and if you look at the games in that way, and trying to figure out, how is Vegas, who does Vegas want me to bet on? Because that's what they're doing. Out of the 5 games I'm going to give you, 3 of them, I think Vegas is wanting you to bet on a certain team. And just it's what some people call them trap bets. I call them fool spreads or fool's totals. And for example, let's start. The first game on the card today is a huge fool's total. And in fact, that's where I'm putting most of my money. And it's in the Princeton Yale game. And I want you guys to take the under 142.5. Now, if you look at this game in a conventional way, this is what you're going to get. The first time they played this season, they played twice. The first time they played this season, the total was 150.5, and they scored 154 points. The second game they played, it was 146, but they scored 156. So not only did the over hit for the second time in a row, it hit by 10 points, and they scored more points in the second game than they did in the first game, even though the line had gone down. So what does Vegas do today? They give you a 142.5 total. Makes no sense. And it makes no sense. Wherever you look at this game, it says over everywhere. Vegas is not going to lose money on this game, guys. I mean, they can't. And so they give you that line, 142.5, and it just looks so easy. I mean, if you look at it, Princeton, they've scored in their last 5 games 74 points or over in all of them. So where's the under? Well, Vegas is telling you, bet the over, and the probabilities of the over hitting are very low in this game. So I'm going with the under, and I hope you guys too. All right, second game on the card is Davidson at -3.5. I really like Davidson in this game. I think this is 2 teams, this is an overmatch. Davidson is a number 1 seed. Richmond is a number 6 seed. They played once this season at home at Richmond, and Richmond was actually a 1.5 point favorite, but Davidson ended up winning the game by 3.5. And back then, it wasn't, Davidson right now, the way Davidson is playing offensively, I really think that's what's going to just roll this game. I think Richmond has no answer offensively. If they can't stop Davidson, they'll have no answer offensively to match up with Davidson. So I like 3.5. I think offense wins this game, and I think they win by 6 or more. All right, the third game, it's a great game, and it's Tennessee against Texas A&M, and I want you guys to take Tennessee at -6.5. I like the fact that Vegas talks a lot in this game. This is another. It's not really. I wouldn't call it a fool's bet, but they're giving you information that you have to dig really deep, and when you dig really deep, you understand why this line is 6.5. Because Texas A&M, they just beat Auburn, and they beat Arkansas really easily. And you would say, well, they're playing great. Why is Tennessee 6.5-point favorite? I like the fact that it's 6.5 and not 3 or 4. And if you look at it, they played once at Tennessee, and Tennessee was an 11-point favorite, and they won by 10. And if you look at the Arkansas game, when Tennessee played Arkansas, Tennessee was a 5.5-point favorite. But when Texas A&M just played Arkansas, even though they won the game, they were 5.5-point underdogs. So that's 5.5 favorites, 5.5 underdogs. That's 11 points, going different ways. I'm not saying this is going to be a 10-point difference, but 6.5, I'll take it. I really will. I think this is, and I like the fact Vegas is backing Tennessee in this game. I think they're going to roll, and I think Texas A&M's Cinderella bubble bursts today. I just think so. All right, the fourth game on the card today, it's in the Houston-Memphis game. I love this game, and I want you guys to take the under 133.5. I love the way Houston is playing defensively. They're only allowing 61 points a game against, but in the last 5 games, including tournament games, they're only allowing 59 points a game. So they're playing really, really great defense. But what I really like about this game is the fact that Memphis, it has shut down Houston the 2 times they played. Houston has only been able to score 59 and 61 points against Memphis. So I think that combination is just going to be a big under today in that game. All right, and finally, another fool's bet in the Iowa-Purdue game. It's a great game, but Iowa is +2, and I want you guys to take Iowa +2. And I know guys that are following me, my clients are going to say, oh, here goes the guru loves Iowa. Yeah, I do love Iowa. But this is not about what the conventional, because if you look at it the conventional way, you would never bet Iowa. You would never bet Iowa. You would bet Purdue the whole way. I mean, they played twice this year. And the first time, Purdue was a 15.5-point favorite. And the second time, they played at Iowa, and Purdue was a 2.5-point favorite, but they won by 10. So conventional handicapping tells you, my God, Purdue's going to roll in this game. So why is it 2? And 84% of the public bet is on Purdue. Why is it 2? Now, if you ask me as a handicapper, my personal opinion, yeah, I think Iowa can win the game. I like Iowa to go really far in the national tournament, in the NCAA tournament. I think they can win it. So I love +2. I love +2. But in the conventional sense, it makes no sense. In the conventional sense, I think a lot of people are going to go Purdue's way. And I think Vegas wants you to go Purdue way. They're, and they made it seemingly easy to win some money in that game. And I love Iowa. I love Iowa. So All right, guys. So those are the 5 games. I hope you guys have a great day. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great Selection Sunday. Very lucky Selection Sunday for you.